things, some other things, lots of stuff. Also, these things, those things. Thank you. Question, answer. Thank you. Claire Whitaker from UC Riverside.
Hi everyone, here again, up on stage, giving my presentation. Slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, and done. Answer. Thank you. Jeff
As soon as this is done, I just need to go up to the touch panel.
Okay.
Yeah. As soon as.
I would say before the next student.
Okay.
Live stream, so that way we just test it. You guys can. And so once we finish this, a couple of announcements, and then we want you back here by say 15. Okay. So I think or yeah, I just don't want this. So maybe we'll give you the split a little bit different. 10-20. If you can come back by 10-20 and just bring this vicinity, make sure you're not wearing your name tag at that point. We don't want any name tags for the rest of all this. Because we don't want any photos or anything. And when we start back up, the president should be here at about 10:30 or so. We'll have some things that he'll need to take care of, and he'll need to meet a few folks. We're hoping that we'll get you guys here at about 10:30. Actually, it just comes to the room by 10:20, because that way, if he has an opportunity, just so that you guys can connect, say hey a little bit before you get started. Any questions before that? Yes. Free falling. Come on now. So here's the thing: the questions are not designed to stump you or do anything. So it's just to set you at ease. It's a little Q&A, personal insight, could be something just generally broadly about your research, perhaps. But the idea, if you didn't do this on your home campus, the idea is just to get to know you a little bit, and also, of course, buy time to the judges, right? So you'll notice the variation of time may vary. Someone might seem like, well, slides, right? Yeah. So yeah, no, sorry. No, and during the lunch reception or afterwards, have that. Yes, question. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Whatever's comfortable for you. So, whatever you're in. Yes.
Sorry, last question, but should we look into those cameras there or should we avoid?
You focus on your presentation. We want you to be comfortable. Don't worry about what's here. I think what occurs is if you are natural and you do what you normally do, you're in your zone. The rest of it will take care of itself. Really. Don't worry about that. You know what you're here for. Right? Let's focus on that. Do your talk, have a good time. And any other questions or issues you want to make sure? Sorry, I'm keeping you.
That's fine.
Good, we're good, we're good. So, so let's see. So, Sandra, are you able to see the live stream? The way. So, if you want to watch from there, just so we see how we're rolling, okay? Then Aiden, let me know if you're ready. Then I'll have Davey.
I know, I don't care. I'm gonna think about this baby and my brother. Are you?
Can I just say thanks for your patience with us today? I hope this has been useful to you. The whole point is just to get it all out, just relax and step back. Thank you for working with us. Thanks for everybody showing up on time. We really appreciate that. It makes it move so much more easily. Okay, so President, so have that.
Kelsey Rutledge from UCLA.
Smell is a potent wizard that can transport you across thousands of miles in all the years you have lived. Helen Keller. Go to the skate. Looks good. The nose. And the PIV.
Question.
Answer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Good, Ruby? Okay. Hamza, Aiden, is there anything else that we should tell this lesson? By what time? 10:20. Everybody good? Sandra, last call. Before we go? Okay, 10:20 report time. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. Now for volunteers, if you guys could just kind of move up here some. Still use the stage during this time, or? No, you cannot. Oh, no. You cannot. Sorry. If this was your practice time, everybody had the same access, so we want to keep that the same. So, folks that are volunteering, if you would come up and we'll explain what we're going to do now. So there are, and where's my president? Oh, president. So
Sorry, I don't respond to that.
No, that's okay. So we have a few. Hey, Sandra, we're going to come on. Let's talk about if you have a minute. You're doing something else. Yeah, go for it. And I'll wait here. But what we're going to do is work through a few of the transitions that we have. So this year for example, there's going to be an interview between our vice president, Yvette Block, and our UC regent, Jose Hernandez, if you're not familiar with him. Just amazing. He used to work for NASA. He's a former astronaut. He worked for Lawrence Livermore for like 17 years. Anyway, it should be a fascinating interview. We don't have a stage crew. We do have some events folks that should be here, but there's a portion of the event where the president's going to be talking about voting online for the People's Choice Award. So, and there's going to be a slide that goes up once he starts talking. We don't have the URL. During that period, we have a couple of events we want to practice with you guys because we don't know if they'll be here or not. So those two chairs and that table, which they're not super heavy, but we've got to quickly get them on. So the president will be talking here. So that's why they're on that side, because you're going to come here and just kind of position them, roughly around where these behind these X's, right? Here and here with the table in between. They can be close and catty corner. And so let me finish. We're not doing it right now, folks. Just hang on for a sec. So that will be about 60 seconds with that. Because while that's going on, we're going to practice this. Aiden is going to make sure that both the president, the vice president, and the regent get mic'd. So this all happens after the last two. When Kelsey goes off, that's the last mic we'll need for the regent because we only have 3 mics, right? So by student 9, Yvette will have her mic, our vice president. She'll have her mic and she'll be ready, but we've got to get that other one there. So quickly, you're going to put that in. I think a couple of bottles of water, which we'll have, I think, at that point. And you just try to do it as quietly as you can because the president's going to be here and he's going to be speaking. I will tell you, you will be on camera briefly. It will be small because it's the Zoom projection. So anytime we have a slide that's big, the little small window will still show this stage. So just quickly get on and get off. And then, was there another point, Sandra, where? Was there another point where we have a transition that we needed to mention to this group?
Well,
and that we want to try?
After
Oh, right.
you gotta move the chairs on.
Exactly. So then again, we go back to a slide. So Yvette's going to say, at that point, she's going to turn it over to Provost Brown, who will preside over the award ceremony as he always does. But she's going to say, something like, over to you, Provost Brown. And boom, a slide's going to go up. As soon as that slide goes up, that's going to be the cue, right? Quickly take it off, put it right back in the same spot that it is. And we're going to try to do that now so that we can also check on the slide transition part. Is that fair to say? So if you want to check with Aiden and Hamza to see if they're ready to go. Oh, this is still on. I guess I am projecting. I feel like I'm yelling at people. I'm sorry. So Hamza and Aiden, we wanted to practice some of those transition times with the slides and the movement that we're going to have today. So for example, when we have to set up for the interview and that's the quick, and so that we're aware of the slide transition, just like when the president's talking about the People's Choice Award. So we could pick up part of that part with the script and I can kind of go, maybe I'm just going to take your job for a minute, Kaylee, if you don't mind. And Sandra can help you with any of those parts where we're at. Because in fact, I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do a rough run through, Aiden, of the slide part. So let's just I'm going to walk you through so that we can kind of capture some of those other slide transitions as well, if you don't mind. Okay. So folks, just be patient with us, but you'll hear it as we go through it. Yes. Yeah, I think we'd welcome that. Okay, great. Okay. Okay, sounds good. We have Laura, Julian, and okay. Okay, sounds good. So we're gonna do this so we can get through. Yes. Yes. Okay, just hang on and let's go because we really do want to go through these slides and I think will be evident if we need help and when. It may be that you get a nice pass and you get to make sure that no one hurts themselves. I'm not sure yet, but thank you for being here and being able and willing to help. So I'm just gonna take this from the top, Aiden, and kind of walk through some things. Okay, please so maybe we'll start with the introduction where Katie's going to introduce the when she comes up. So, and I'm just doing slide run throughs. I'm not gonna talk it through. Is that okay? We're starting before that because I'm starting from the very beginning when Katie's gonna come up. So we'll go back. That'll give us just a chance to go through all the slides this morning. So I'm gonna play all the players, I guess, is what we're doing right now for the moment. I'm sorry, you guys can be wherever, I just didn't want to yell for everybody at work, so yeah, you don't have to really, whatever's comfortable at this point, and just kind of hang out and listen to where we'll be. So right now, no, I'm doing kind of everything. What I'm gonna say is this is where we open the show, right? And Sandra, just be on it with the slides and where we're at, right? So this is where we're gonna be on it, and then Katie's gonna come up. So I'm Katie. Welcome. LinkedIn is such a wonderful place. Bloody, 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 bloody. And now it's my pleasure to tell you about the something number president of the University of California. Please help me welcome President Michael Drake. That's when, yeah, that introductory slide. So, yeah, so whatever that's going to be. Sorry, I'm trying to. So, there's no music. So, when the president's introduced, make all that noise. And then he's going to present. So, I'm Michael Drake. He comes up. And then. And thank you, right? Because we do want it to the slide to be gone, just like with the students, once he sets himself, because we want him visible before he's speaking. So as soon as he steps up, I think, and he's here, you can remove it. Full screen in the stream, exactly. And then he's going to talk about, research and graduate education, and it's really important, bloody, bloody, bloody. And now we have 5 distinguished judges. And I'd like to take a moment to thank Thermo Fisher, LinkedIn, bloody, bloody, bloody. And now let me tell you about these judges. Please feel free to also refer to the judges' biographies in the electronic program. That's going to be a bit of a cue for you. Once you hear that electronic program, then you can go to the first slide. Or when you hear the name Jose Hernandez, if you forget, right? So then he's going to say, Jose Hernandez is a UC Regent, bloody, 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 he's done a lot of stuff, bloody, bloody, bloody. Nicole Estrada, bloody, 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 scribbity, scrabbity, scribbity. And Alan Sachs, blah, 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 wonderful guy, done a whole lot of stuff. Jordan Felder, blah, blah, blah. She's also really cool. Okay, Robert Horwitz, wonderful academic senate chair, bloody, 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 bloody. They are all here live with us at LinkedIn. So once he's done reading, he'll say something like that. Or if you can tell that he's just done reading, but he'll typically say, they're all here with us live. So let's thank them for being here. Then you take that down, right? You got it. So, but we go to the full shot here, right, Sandra? So we don't go back to that slide. So that's on the flow show that she has too, Aiden. So we're gonna go back to the full screen, and then he's talking, bloody, bloody, LinkedIn's wonderful. Now, without further ado, let's get to Grad Slam. Contestant 1, I'd like to introduce her. She's come all the way from UC San Francisco. Wade, help me welcome Wade Gordon. Thank you. Okay, thanks for doing that. Okay, hey, got some questions for you. Oh, you do? Okay, blah, 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 blah. Thank you. Photo op. Okay, so all that's the full screen part, right? Okay, then we're back. This is person number 2, blah, blah, blah. Scoobity scrabbity. Yep, just keep going, just like the okay. All right. Okay, thank you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, they're gone. Here's the next person. Boy, they're wonderful too. Scribbity scrabbity. We missed the music. Is this the right slide? It's third person. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Really great. And I'm also funny. Okay, boom, he's done. All right, thank you. I'd like to introduce the next person. Contestant number 4, Meghana Pagadala. Blah, blah, blah. Scribbity scrabbity. Okay, really good. All right, thanks. Thank you. Okay. Next person I'd like to introduce is contestant number 5, Alice Dien. So maybe they say the name. Alice Dien from UC Davis. presentation. This and that, we're done. Handshake, whatever. Okay, great, thank you. All right, and then, oh yeah, going through their stuff, okay. And then it lands back on her. I'd like to talk about the 5th contestant to the stage. Where are we? Oh, 6, thank you. So, okay, so we're always in Zoom for throughout this whole part, right? We don't ever break that with the president. Is that right, Sandra, during this period? So are we able to, I know we're not doing that with the Zoom, but is that clear to you, Aiden? Right. And so, but when we go back with the president just talking, Sandra, you're saying it's full screen, right? When he's introducing, right, Sandra? So is that, and do you also want to show him what you have? So I don't know if that helps him, that one that you have. So we'll do, I just want to make sure that we're doing it that way. I know so I don't know, do you control that or Hamza? Okay, so Hamza, you're clear on when it's full and when it's not? Okay, cool. Yeah, if he's doing it along, are you doing it along with us or no? Okay, I'll slow down. I'll slow down from now. We're on one number 6. We'll do it the real way so we can test it. Okay. Student number 6, is that Rachel? Yes, so I'm not gonna be the president. So let me know when we're ready. We're good? Okay. Because that's what we should see when we're in full mode, right? Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I'd like to welcome our 6th contestant to the stage, Rachel Souza from UC Irvine. Thank you. I'm wonderful. Enough said. Thank you very much. Okay. Photo op. Okay. Yeah, are we good? Oh, okay, no worries. And I think there's no delay with what we see here, right, Hamza? So Sandra, if you also see this, you'll know. You know what I mean? I think he's saying there's no delay, right, Hamza? Okay. So question, yada 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 that Q&A. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, student steps on. The president's going to be here. So it's still the full frame this whole time. So that way you don't have to switch. Okay. I'd like to welcome our 7th contestant to the stage, Jessica Wilson from UC Merced. Glad you all could be here. Thank you. Photo op. Q&A. Thank you. It all goes down. Okay, so now he's introducing the next student. I'd like to welcome our eighth contestant to the stage, Claire Whitaker from UC Riverside. All right, this is working out great. We appreciate you, Aiden. We appreciate you, Hamza. Okay, thank you. All right, photo op. Okay, photo op, we should have been full. Okay, got a couple more students. Okay, photo op, and then Q&A. They're done. Thank you very much. All right, so we're staying the full screen here. All right, student number 9. Well, this has been wonderful, I tell you. I'd like to welcome our 9th contestant to the stage, Jeff Meyerhoff. Body. Gotta keep that energy. Clickety click, clickety click. I'm done presenting. Thank you. All right, photo op. I see the full screen. All right, that's great. We got some questions. We have some answers. And then it's like, okay, thank you. They're gone. And then we're still full screen. President's back up. This is fabulous. I'd like to now welcome our 10th presenter, Kelsey Rutledge, pardon me, from UCLA. I didn't understand why I'm still seeing the other slide, because at that point it's full screen. So why did I see someone come up before Kelsey? Yeah. Right. Huh. What do you think, Sandra? Do we need to have the president, does it, because when we go back, you're gonna land on that. It's landing on this slide and people are seeing the student before briefly. And so it's gonna look like a mistake each and every time. So that's not the issue. It's after we finish the full screen. If we leave it up the whole time, oh, I see. But then it stays in the small screen. We could do that, but the whole interview would be in the little small box when it's being displayed for the live stream. That would be odd. So we would have to have had another slide, a quiet one between there. Is there any time for us to do that? No. Hang on, we're just give them a chance to, because it's not about just the slide, it's about the process. There's some equipment parameters here as well, Sonia. Yeah, we'd worry about that at this point, huh? Is that what we're thinking? What do you think, Sandra? So Sandra, what are you thinking? Okay, are we putting the grad slam slide as Sonia suggesting after each? Or are we putting the student? The grad slam one, right? I think so. I think it's a good suggestion. So, and that'll be quicker to do as well. So can we take a moment now to see if we can do that? And obviously working on a whole other new one. So leaving the one we have in case we need that, but saving this one with the addition. Can we do that right now? We know, Sonia. Just give us a moment, please. I appreciate it. Thank you. No worries. So we're gonna take a moment and take care of this. And for the folks with the transition, if we don't get to practicing that, you'll know. We'll know. And when it's time. And depending on situations, I'll either put it around here, that will be here. You'll know.
I mean, we can copy this.
Yeah, unless it'll.
It's totally up to him.
I mean, yeah, it would probably be best. And then so during so as soon as the student's done, right before the photo op, I'll advance to the grad slam.
Perfect.
Okay, that makes sense. And then once the president's done presenting, we'll go back to the presentation. As he's done, it'll go to the grad slam slide. But as he says the name, then we'll advance.
That's perfect. I think that will look smooth and clear. Go for it.
So in that case, after the last student slide,
So folks, we're just gonna go through our other rehearsal, just in terms of, all right, so I'm going to imitate the wonderful Katie Farrick who's sitting here, but I'm Katie Farrick, I'm wonderful, so is LinkedIn, and I'm here to welcome you, blah, 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 and also tell you about the president, yada, 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 yada. Please help me welcome President Michael Drake. Oh, that's awesome. Great stuff. Yada, yada. It's all on me. Blah, blah, blah. We got great students. We have a lot of stuff here today. But first, let me tell you about these wonderful judges that we have. We have 5 distinguished judges. And you can read about them in the biography. The first one is Jose Hernandez. Blah, 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 blah. Wonderful stuff. Then the blah, 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 blah. Nicole Estrada, Senior Gateway. Blah, 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 blah. Wonderful stuff. Alan Sachs, also really cool guy, wonderful stuff, blah, blah, blah. Jordan Felder, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And Robert Hurwitz, wonderful, wonderful, head of the Academic Senate, fabulous guy, blah, 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 even more blahs. Can you believe that? Anyway, they're here live with us at LinkedIn, so we're really happy they're here. We're grateful for this partnership. And later you're going to be able to be a judge too, blah, blah, blah. Without further ado, I'd like to help you, you help me welcome our first contestant to the stage, Way Gordon from UC San Francisco. Blah, blah, blah. Photo op. Yes.
Right after he mentioned Horowitz, that I advanced to the Grand Slam slide because once we came back from full screen, he was still up, so that was kind of like the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
So as
Yes.
he mentioned Horowitz, I'll go to the Grand Slam.
Okay, so is that slide in there? Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So I'll be Horowitz again. Let's go to the Horowitz slide. Thank you, Aiden. Appreciate that. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Horowitz, wonderful guy. Blah, blah, blah. He's really just fabulous, I'll tell you. And we're so happy to be here at LinkedIn. And you're going to be able to be a judge too, because you're going to be able to vote and scoobity, scrappity, scrap, scrap, scrappity. Perfect. That's perfect. I'd like to welcome contestant number 1, Way Gordon from UC San Francisco. Okay. Question, photo, blah, blah, blah. They're gone. They're off the stage. President's back. I'd like to now welcome contestant number 2. No worries. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, hey, I'm doing wonderful stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Q&A, blah, blah, blah. They step down. President's coming up. All right. I'd like to welcome our 3rd contestant to the stage, Justin Lee from UC Berkeley. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Chitty, chatty, chitty, chatty. Da, da, da. We're landing on this. Okay, then we're this because we're talking. What's that? You okay? Okay. Blah, blah, blah. They leave. All right. Help me welcome contestant 4, Meghana Pagadala. Are we ready? Pagadala. I'm messing it up, but anyway, Pagadala. Okay. You tell me what you need. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I think did we get, so I think we're up to Megan. I don't think we did her. Meghana Pagadala. Blah blah blah. Slide, slide, slide. Full thing. Da, da, da. Blah blah blah. We're here. Okay. And then thank you, Meghana. All right. I'd like to welcome now our 5th contestant, Alice Dien from UC. Okay, photo op. No, they're fine. They'll get what they go. We're fine. We've got a time schedule. So, all right. Then we get to the full screen. screen. Yep. All right, that's just been wonderful. I'd like to welcome our sixth contestant to the stage, Rachel Souza from UC Irvine. All right, here, she's doing stuff. All right, thank you. And then they're doing, we're back on this, and then it's thank you. All right, photo op. And then we go to the Q&A. Scooby Gravity. That's been wonderful. Okay, President thanks the student. President is now saying, love to welcome our seventh contestant to the stage, Jessica Wilson from UC Merced. All right, thank you very much. I just did a wonderful presentation. Blah, 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 clickety click. All right, thank you. Okay, then it's, yep, full photo op. Distance, blah, 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 gotta be safe. Step up. Thank you very much. Okay. And then we have, we'd like to, you guys are doing so well. Hasn't this been wonderful? All right. I'd like to welcome our eighth contestant to the stage, Claire Whitaker from UC Riverside. I'm not hearing music. I'll just reintroduce. Please welcome Claire Whitaker from UC Riverside. Presentation. Blah, 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 clickety clack, clickety clack. Thank you. Handshake. All right. Now we're doing some Q&A. Blah, 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 chitty chatty, chitty chatty. Okay, thank you. Judges are all judging. They're done. They stepped off. President's ready. Please welcome our ninth contestant to the stage, Jeff Meyerhoff from UC Santa Barbara. I have a presentation to give, and I'm doing a great job. Thank you. All right, blah, blah, blah. Thank you very much. Okay, photo up. Q&A, because we got all sorts of interesting questions. Yes, we do. And fabulous answers. Oh, okay, thank you. All right, they're gone. I'm losing my mind. All right, now we're coming up with our final contestant of the day. This has been really quite wonderful. I'd like to welcome our 10th contestant, Kelsey Rutledge from UCLA. Blah, blah, blah. Presentation, presentation, presentation. Okay, it's been wonderful. Thank you. All right. Photo op. What happened? Okay, let's do that one again. And then I'll do the, I'm gonna read through the, when we get to the People's Choice voting, I'll read that part so we get a feel for that. Okay.
It's gonna go back to this slide. As soon as I advance past that voting slide.
I see. I see. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Kelsey, for that explanation. Let's see. I'm just checking something real quick here. I think that's okay. Don't use, I think that's perfectly fine. We want that big. People can immediately start voting then. He'll still be visible. He'll be small. We've seen him big, the rest of it. I think we're fine. Is that okay? Cool. Then let's do the Kelsey introduction. We'll still take it from there and we'll do the script with that. Perfect. Okay. Let me get to that spot. Okay. Now, we've come almost to the end. This is going to be fabulous. We'd love for you to welcome our 10th contestant to the stage, Kelsey Rutledge from UCLA. Presentation, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we got it. So, right, so she's only gonna click, so it'll land there.
I just don't know.
No, that's okay. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you very much. So that it goes directly to the full screen, right? Okay, perfect. So thank you. Photo op. Q&A. Great conversation. Oh my God, yeah, you too. Okay. So then they step off. Then the president's gonna come back over here with the full screen, just until he starts. Oh, right, because, but you can wait until, because it's full screen, the last part, right?
Yeah, but I can't see what slide is on stage either.
What, you can't see?
Well, when
You won't be able to see, yeah.
When we go full screen, I can advance to here. I just don't have it on.
Okay, but let's do this again, because we're gonna wait though, because this will go off once we're doing the full screen. So we're gonna leave the full screen part until you hear his voice. It's okay. I want us to practice that though, until he starts talking about it. Then you can just go to the People's Choice slide. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but
Okay.
when we go from this slide to full screen,
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can advance it. I just can't see, so I'm just gonna hope it's up. You know what I
When
mean?
we go to full screen, you're saying you can't tell if it's full screen? Is that what you're
I
saying?
can't tell the slide is on screen. So I can advance it when it's camera thing right here. I'm just gonna,
I'm not sure what you're telling me, but if we walk through it, could you point out where the problem is? Because I'm not quite understanding.
let's do it one more time.
Okay. I'm just gonna, so let's wrap up with Kelsey. Okay, Kelsey, and so she does this, and then it's full screen. So let's leave it there.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying, right?
So I'm saying it's on Kelsey's slide right now. So I can advance it, but I just can't see what slide is up next.
Oh, but I thought when it's full screen, there's no. Oh, you mean in here? But that's not what's the live stream.
No.
Okay.
I just can't see personally. That's all. So
Okay.
I can advance it. I'm just, I just can't see.
So you don't know when to put up the People's Choice one, correct? Gotcha.
I'll advance
So,
it.
but here I'm going to tell you. That's what I'm saying. So I think if you listen for the cue when the president starts talking about voting, that's when you'll put up the next slide. So you don't even have to see it. That's why I want to run through it, so you'll just hear it. So you don't even have to see it. You'll hear People's Choice. What's that?
I'm just gonna cross my fingers.
Yeah, but you'll hear it.
Yeah.
It'll be amplified. So when he says it, then you can start. It doesn't have to be timed perfectly. So it's okay if he starts and it comes a sentence into it or so. That's okay. So let's just try it, okay? So we'll leave it here because this is full screen. Thank you, right? Q&A. Kelsey leaves the stage, okay? And then we're gonna get to the right spot here. Thank you, Kelsey. And let's hear it for all our talented students. Woo! And so actually so at any point after you say, thank you, Kelsey, let's hear for all of our talented students. If you want to switch there or when you hear him talking about voting, either of those things are fine.
Necessarily need to look at this, right?
No.
This will tell me
The
what slide is
students
up.
won't ever look at this.
Okay, perfect.
Ever. They're not ever looking. So yeah, perfectly. Let's put that a little, I don't want anybody to bump this when I'm getting there. Clicker. Okay.
Because my only concern
Yeah.
was when we're on Kelsey's slide here,
Mm-hmm.
and then we go full screen,
Yeah.
and back to the vote, I just couldn't see what slide was up.
Oh, gotcha. So,
If I can look at this, that works.
okay, perfect. Thanks for problem solving. I appreciate it. All right, so I'm just going to read this part here. Let's hear it for all of our talented students. Thank you again to all of our contestants. Now, remember when I told you we had another special judge that would also be weighing in on the proceedings? Well, now's the time for everyone watching to get in on the action and vote for which talk you like the most. It is time for, hey, where are my volunteers with the chairs? All right, be ready, be listening. It is time to vote for the People's Choice Award. In fact, it's as soon as this goes up, they should be moving. Okay, so we're gonna start this again. So this is the part. So as soon as you see the slide go up, you guys can move, okay? So so if we could back up one more, Aiden, to the open, to the full, the full, yeah, that. Okay, so he's thanking Kelsey. Kelsey's done. She's walking off the stage. You guys are listening, right? Because the president's gonna be talking here, and then he's gonna come back. Thank you, Kelsey. And let's hear it for all of our wonderful, talented students. Woo! So at that point, you can go ahead and switch the slide, Aiden. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do that one more time. All right, just you guys are ready. I know you're ready in action. Okay, full screen. All right, thanks to Kelsey, and you're gonna be really quiet because everything else is gonna be going on. But wait for your cue. Wait for your cue. All right. Thank you, everybody. Blah blah blah. Please give a round of applause for all of our contestants. They've been really, really wonderful today. Thank you very much. Now, remember when I told you that we had another special judge? Well, this is that time, and special judge that will be weighing in on the proceed. So remember, as soon as that goes up, so we're gonna do it again. We're looking as soon as that slide goes up.
Clarify what exactly students are getting a lot of mixed up.
So it's the slide. That's the cue because what would be seen on the live stream is that would be big. Again, you guys are visible, but so small. Okay, so you're waiting for that slide, and you're gonna see it. No, just the visual. All right, thank you. All right, thanks. So we'll go back to the full screen. We're gonna do it so our movers can get it too. Sorry, you guys. I gave you a label. Movers, I don't know. Sorry. Our wonderful people that are helping. All right, thank you, Kelsey. And can we have a round of applause for all of our contestants? They've all been so wonderful today. Now remember, when I told you you can also vote. Well, this is that time. You'll be weighing in on the proceedings. Well, now is the time for everyone watching to get in on the action and vote for which talk you like most. And I know Yuri's probably helping to make sure that goes perfectly fine there. It is time to vote for the People's Choice Award. Blah, blah, blah. You see this URL. It's fabulous. And cast your vote. Voting will be open only for 5 minutes. So vote now. That's right, just 5 minutes. So get on it. I was taking a little more time than I thought, right? Okay, the top vote getter will be awarded $1,000. People's Choice Award. You can help your favorite presenter win $1,000. All right, I will return later to help Provost Brown with the awards, but right now we have a wonderful treat for everyone. To take us through what's next, I will turn things over to Yvette Galat, Vice President for Graduate, Undergraduate, and Equity Affairs. Over to you, Yvette. Perfect, full screen. Okay, then they're going to do the interview, blah, 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 more blahs, blah, blah, blah. Then Yvette is going to say something to the effect of, because I don't see her exact script here, but she's going to say something to the effect of, well, now I'm going to, I should look at it. Here it is, I do have it. Okay, so Yvette will say something to the effect of when she starts to thank people. Once the interview is over with Regent Hernandez, she's going to say something like, thank you so very much for sharing your insights, intellect, and energy with us today. Simply a pleasure. And thank you for your generosity in your service to the University of California. Now I will turn, so this is going to be your cue. Now I will turn. You don't even have to wait to hear the name, right? Now we'll turn the program over to Michael. Oh, or are we waiting, Sandra? Do we need to, we can have the applause. So you should wait for the name, right? Yeah, wait for the name. Now I will turn the program over to Michael Provost, to Provost Michael Brown, who will preside over the award ceremony. Over to you, Provost Brown. So that'll also say something like that, Aiden, at the end. Over to you, Provost Brown. And boom, that goes up. As soon as the big slide, that's your other cue. And that's, but we're gonna practice, don't do it right now. But when that slide comes up, that's when you quickly take it down. We're gonna have the provost come up while you're doing that. Okay, so can we go back to the full screen? Okay, again, this is Yvette and the regent. They're doing their thing, blah, blah, blah. All right, well, this is a great part of the program, blah, 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 blah. I'll now turn the program over to Michael Brown, who will preside over the award ceremony. Over to you, Michael Brown. So remember, don't wait for the words. If the slide goes up, you just come on up. All right. Because that's gonna sit there until you guys are done. Okay, y'all be careful. All right, provost comes up, and I know Yuri's gonna be on it to make sure the mic is up and ready to go. And then he's gonna say, once he's situated, Aiden, kind of like what we did with the students. So you don't have to wait until you hear his voice, but wait until you see him and he's situated, and then go ahead and go full screen. Perfect. Thank you, Yvette. I want to express my appreciation to both Vice President Goulat and Regent Hernandez. Blah, blah, blah. I got a lot of stuff to talk about, and then I'm going to say some more stuff and blah, blah, blah. But before we announce the winners, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the graduate deans. These have been wonderful people. They do a lot of wonderful things. Bloody, 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 bloody. They are perfect. Lisa Garcia Bedoya, blah, 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 blah. A whole bunch of other people that are wonderful sandwiched in between. And Peter Beal from UC Santa Cruz. So now that we've taken a moment, so once that last name comes up and he says something like, now that we've taken a moment, you can take that slide down, okay? Now that we've taken a moment to acknowledge our graduate deans, let's get on to the awards. I want to thank our award sponsor, Bloody, 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 Bloody. Now we can actually announce the People's Choice Award. Yuri will, well, thanks to everyone who took the time to vote. The award goes to Scoobity Scrabbity. Perfect. Yep. And then Scoobity Scrabbity comes up. Robert, this is photo op, where photo op, blah, 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 blah. They go down. He says, okay, we have more awards. We'd like to do the third place winner. Blah, blah, blah. This person's wonderful. The award goes to Scoobity Scrabbity from UC Compton. All right, they come up and they won, right? And then they go down. All right, okay. Now we have the second place winner. Oh my gosh, this is exciting, right? Okay, UC Fairfield, come on up here. All right, woo, doing big things. Woo, all right, we got presentation, da, da, da. All right, now this is really exciting because you know what this means. We've arrived at the part where we're gonna have the Slammy. Oh my gosh, how exciting. We got a Slammy. You've heard of the Grammy? This is a Slammy. All right, so the award goes to, look at that. Look at that, y'all. Ooh, wow. UC Culver City. All right, come on down. So then they do this, and then there's a photo op, and then we want to say that this is an annual competition. So we also have a perpetual plaque for Dean Pancake Eater. Dean Pancake Eater, none of the deans could be here. We don't have a general audience, but we're going to send this to you, Dean Pancake Eater. And then it's all open screen, blah, 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 on behalf of President Drake and a whole lot of other wonderful people that do wonderful things all the time, every day, all the time. Can't tell you how wonderful everybody is. Just keep in mind graduate education. We really appreciate the support, the advocacy. It drives not only our state, but let's be honest, the world. Okay, all right, we're feeling ourselves. I want to thank everybody. Please tune in again next year. That's a wrap. Thank you. So then we go back to that last, just the logo slide. Woo! All right, people, we're good. Aiden, Hamza, Sandra, do you guys feel comfortable? Are we good? We're good? We're good? Okay. So the only thing before we take that break is just
I think if you just push the chair back a little bit so it's closer to this X here.
So like, you want to. Yeah, so like right here. Right on that X basically. Does it look good? Okay, cool. Yeah, because I can't tell from here. So. Okay. And then let me go the other one.
If you put the table right in the middle, then you'll. So yeah. And so I have like the front, this leg like on the X here.
The front leg's on the X.
Oh,